Right. So, right, we're recording. So recording has started. So what we're going to do is we are going to do Shakespeare. So we're going to start looking at Shakespeare, and we're going to be doing an introduction to Shakespeare. So can everybody see this at home? Slideshow. Right, Merchant of Venice. Merchant of Venice. Right, so if you're in it, can you just open up your books? Can everyone see that at home? Can you just give me a yes if you can? Yep, yep. So you can all see that. Can you also all still see me? Who else is here? Yep, yep. Jasmine, morning. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing, so I'm going to be teaching you, and I'm also going to be teaching the guys here. So let's go. So William Shakespeare, The Merchant of Venice. This lesson to understand the main events and characters in the play and when it was written, because we're going to do that in year 10 and also year 11. So this is an introduction to Shakespeare. Oh, I like your ring. That red one's really nice. Okie dokie. To understand the main events and characters in the play and when it was written. So the first thing is, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 90 seconds. I've just set it on my phoney only. And what I want you to do is I want you to write down, and for those people who are at home, what I want you to do is I want you to just write down all the things you know about William Shakespeare, but don't press send until the end of the 90 seconds. Okay, so you write it in the text box, and then I want you to send it. So let me just get my clock, get the old eyes on timer. What did I say? 90 seconds. That's 1 minute 30. Right, you ready? As many things as you can about William Shakespeare. Go. Whoopsie. You know about William Shakespeare? Would you know where?
No.
Yes, you do. Tell me one of the things that he wrote, or just write down some of the things that he wrote.
I don't.
Yeah, you do. Famous play that he wrote. So write down as many famous plays as you can as well. 38 seconds. Right, 1 minute 30's up. Cancel. Cancel. Right, okay. Let's have a people. Right, people at home, just write down, just put down what you said about William Shakespeare. We can all gather information. Oh my God, there's loads. Right, this is going to drive me absolutely crazy. Okay. Hello. I'm recording it, so he can join on Teams. Okay, so let's go back here. Right then. English, he wrote plays. Yeah, he wrote A Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, The Tempest, Antony and Cleopatra, Henry V, and Hamlet. Very good. So you can write down some of these. He was a poet. He was, oh my God, Jasmine Robinson. He was born on the 26th of April, 1564. He wrote 38 plays. His wife was Anne Hathaway. He married when he was 18. Very good. Did you cut and paste that, Jasmine? Because it looks. No, she looks. Well, they say that you cut and paste it. I'm not so sure that you did. Who's got their hand up? Okay. Ella Cornford, he's a playwright who wrote Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet. He was born on the 26th of April, 1564. Yep. He wrote the play Romeo and Juliet. May Harding, good morning. He did. He wrote shows and that. I like that, Cole. The Tempest, Romeo and Juliet. Right. So he was a very, very famous playwright, yeah? So can you just write down some of those things that you've got? Okay, at home, I don't know how you want to do this. If you just want to get some paper and write this down, and then when you come back, you can put it into your books. It's up to you how you want to do this. Yes, very good. So, William Shakespeare obviously was probably Britain's most famous playwright. He was very, very good. He wrote all of these plays. Did you study them in Oakfield and Selwood? What? No. Ollie says no. Where did you go, Ollie? Selwood or Oakfield? Kind of. Jasmine says kind of. Oakfield. You haven't done Romeo and Juliet? Did you do Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
Oh, The Tempest. We did in Selwood. Ella, did you do The Tempest? Sky says you might have done The Tempest. Did you? No. Well, she says no, and you say yes. So
We done Romeo and Juliet.
you did Romeo and Juliet. Okay, right. Who can tell me? We didn't in Oakfield. Damn them in Oakfield. Who can tell me what? So Shakespeare wrote lots of plays. There were 3 types of plays. What were they? Do you know what the 3 types of plays were? Anyone at home? Tragedies. Very good. Not. So there were tragedies. People at home. Tragedies. Not romance, but there was a lot of romance in his other ones. Anyone know? Okay, they were these ones. Tragedies. So write these down. Comedies. Yeah, Jasmine, comedies. And histories. Tragedies, comedies, histories. 3 is the magic number. Okay, so tragedies, comedies, and histories. Right. So in the tragedies, everyone always died. The main hero always died. In the comedies, everything was resolved and everyone was happy. And the histories were about historical figures. So can anyone just let me know one of the tragedies? Romeo and Juliet. Very good. Anyone at home? Any other tragedies? We've got Romeo and Juliet here. Because everyone died. The main characters died. Anyone got any other tragedies? Will, do you know any tragedies? No? No? Anyone at home? Any tragedies? Macbeth? Yeah. With the witches. Come on, people at home. We're creaming you over here. Anyone know the comedies? Anyone know the comedies? All's well that ends well. So again, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah, very good. And the histories were things like Henry V. Right, who's going to win some staplers by saying what he was very famous for writing a poem, a type of poem that had 14 lines. Anyone know what that poem's called? Anyone at home know what the poem's called? A sonnet. Right, Ella, I'll keep these staples for you. Okay. Ella's really happy. I think she's dancing around her bedroom as we speak. A sonnet, right. So, as you know, my name is Cassandra Sonnet. Okay, that's not very good, but yes, my name is Cassandra Sonnet. She is happy. I'm glad, Ella. And so a sonnet is a 14-line poem, and you know what? Sonnet is my maiden name, and when I got married, I said to my husband, I'm not taking your name. I'm going to say as a sonnet, because it's the best name for an English teacher, isn't it, really? Yeah, it is. What would be better for an English teacher then?
English.
Miss.
English.
Hello. Mr. Schneider's just come in to say hello to everyone. Say hello. Give him a type because he can see it. Say hello, Mr. Schneider. Hi.
Hi. Nice things. You all right?
Yeah, we're doing well. It's nice because they're interacting with them on here as well.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Mr. Schneider says Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, what would you call yourself if you were an English teacher? And what could be a greater name than Miss Sonnet?
I would be an English teacher.
An English teacher.
Right, Charlie, you can just mute yourself, please. Don't need that rubbish. Miss Metaphor. Miss Personification. Mr. What?
Full stop.
Shall I just say what he said? Full stop. I think that's the greatest thing. If anyone can beat Mr. Full Stop, you can win this peg. So who can beat Mr. Full Stop? Because I bet no one. Mr. Peg? That's not English though. Mr. Full Stop, I like that. Who can beat Mr. Metaphor? I think Mr. Full Stop still wins. This is like Mr. Man, isn't it? Who's your favourite Mr. Man? Hi, Hannah. You might want to just turn your what's that thing called? Camera off. Hannah, do you want to turn your camera off? Right. Okie dokie. So Mr. Full Stop still wins. And right now I'm just going to play you something. So let's see. You should be. I don't think you're going to be able to hear this, but you should be able. Right, hang on a minute. Let me just. Right. Okay. William Shakespeare. Let's just. Okay. Right. You all right, guys? Right, so this has got the subtitles on. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it. Right. Right. It's on here. Well, there you go. Map told us all about William Shakespeare. Right. There we go. Right. Okie dokie. So, everyone understand what Shakespeare is all about then? So he wrote lots and lots and lots and lots and loads and lots of things. Loads and loads. The most famous. Right. So, right. Okay. So let's go here. So we're going to be looking at a play called The Merchant of Venice. Okay. So what does the title tell us? What is a merchant and what do people know about Venice? Okay, so again, I'm going to give you I'm going to give you 90 seconds. Let's see how many people do a little bit of cut and paste at home. What can you tell me about Venice? And what can you tell me about what a merchant is? Okay, off you go. So 1 minute 30. What can you tell me about being a merchant, and what can you tell us about Venice? There you go. Right, so don't type it, don't write it yet, but yeah, what can you tell us about those? Just wait until we finish. $30. Anything? Oh, come on. You do know.
I'll search up on my phone on it.
Will's pretending he doesn't know anything. Oh, Will. Oh, Willie. You do know things. You do know things. Just pretending you don't. Okay, here we go. Time is finished. Cancelled. Right then. So, let's see. First of all, does anyone here know anything about Venice or what a merchant is? Venice? Yes.
It's a place, isn't it?
It is a place. See, you do know something. Yeah, very good. So a merchant is someone who trades with countries. Very good, Jasmine. A merchant is someone who buys and sells things. So this person is all about, so this play is all about one person who buys and sells things. Now, Venice is in Italy, as Ella and Ollie says. Yeah, Cole, it's in Italy. Venice is made up of mainly canals and is in Italy. Right, so who can use their brains to say this? If you have a merchant, and if they are in Italy, which is on the coast and is made up of canals, how do you think they get things and sell things? What's the means of transport? Imported on boats. Yes, Sarah. Yes, Jasmine. That is imported on boats. Okay. So what are the problems with boats? They could sink. Right. Boats can sink. Right, so does everyone understand how a merchant makes money? So say if he buys spices from, let's say, India for, let's say, 1 pence. This is just like, I'm just using this as an example. 1 pence per kilogram, per gram, okay, per gram, right? Then he sells the spices in England for, let's say, £1 a gram. Yeah, nice, Will. £1 per gram. Okay, and obviously he would have the costs. So maybe if it cost him per gram 20 pence per gram to ship, so the cost. So how much would he then? So how much would he make?
79.
Yes, well done. So if he had 20 pence per gram to ship, so his outlay is 21p. He would make 9 pence. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is. Like say if you bought, say if you bought 1,000 grams,
Yeah, it is that.
2,000 grams.
But if it's in the 10.
50,000, because the ships were big, weren't they? So the ships would be massive, so they'd be full. But what happens if the boat sank?
You use all your money.
Yeah, you would. If the boat sank, you would make nothing. You'd still have to pay out, unless what you get? What could you buy, or what could you pay for? What is it? And people at home, see if you know this. What is it that people buy that they kind of buy to mitigate the risk? Insurance. Yeah, well done, Tom. Insurance. So say if he was going to buy insurance, and insurance, everything was like 10p per gram, that would still give him 69 pence that he would make on each gram. I mean, this is very, very basic stuff. All right. So because he was, let me find the map of Venice, and then you'll be able to see what was Italy shaped like. A boot. Yeah, Italy is shaped like a boot. So here we go. So this is Venice. Wow. So this is. It does look like a boot. Don't you have boots like that? Will's got a couple of boots like this. He uses to ride his horse in. Nice big heel. Look, it's a boot kicking a football. Anyone can see that.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So, so here's Venice, and it's right in like the armpit of the boot. So it's here. So, what country? So this is all North Africa. Anyone know what these countries here are? Yeah. So you've got all of these, like the Mediterranean all around here. Spain, Portugal, France. So he could get a lot of things that could come all from Africa, the Middle East over here. There's a strait, I think, that you can get through. Boing. And he would just say, right, my ships go off to India or Sri Lanka or anywhere, go and get some spices or some silk, sail the 7 seas and go to England. All right. So that's what the merchant did. Basically a wheeler dealer. Yeah.
So a weed dealer.
Not a weed dealer. No, a wheeler dealer. Well, maybe he did deal in weed. I don't know. So that's what the merchant did. So what can you tell me? Someone said this. What can you tell me about this map? What can you tell me about that map? It looks what?
Very crowded.
Yeah, it does look crowded actually. So there's a lot of people who were in Venice. Absolutely. So there's lots and lots of people in Venice. But what else? What is the main thing? If I said, "Oh, I live on this city," what would be the main thing that you would say about it?
It's surrounded by water.
Yes, very good. It's surrounded by water. So you at home join in. Okay, so can you all at home see that map that says they're surrounded by water? You can see everything that is surrounded by water, yeah? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Yep, nice, Ella, thanks. Glad someone's still awake. So there you go. So you can see that it's surrounded by water. So as a merchant, it would be really good because your ships, like we've got these little shippies here and here and here, they could sail into Venice and they could sail out. So it's a port, right? It's called a port, and it was really important for trade, okay? For people trading. So we're going to watch the first 2.5 minutes of this film, and we're going to be having a look at things. So there you go. So this is actually something that you need to understand. So if you're at home or if you're in the school, please can you just write these down in your own words. Now let me just talk to you about this first of all, and then we'll go back and look at the film. So Venice was a trading centre. It was busy and cosmopolitan. Does anyone know what cosmopolitan means? Anyone at home know what cosmopolitan means? Sorry, I've got to keep flicking backwards and forwards. I don't know. Right. What does cosmopolitan mean? Anyone know? What I'll do is actually I'll just keep this on here for you.
Why didn't you have the screen?
I don't know. Oh, yes, Will.
Smart.
Let me try and do that then. Right, so just put this down in your own words. So it's really important to understand, because the whole point of The Merchant of Venice is that it... All right, let me have a... Hang on a minute. Sorry. I'm trying to do something. Will's just given me a great suggest. Like that. Oh my God, yeah, Will. Schmazels. Ooh. Right, what is cosmopolitan? What does cosmopolitan mean? People from different countries, very much, yeah. Oh. Right, can you all see that? Can you still...
Yeah.
Me and Will are just trying to sort something out, aren't we? Cosmopolitan is a place or society full of people from many different countries and cultures. Yes. Now, can everyone still see The Merchant of Venice? Can you still see that? Yeah. Okay, lovely. So it was a trading centre. It was busy and cosmopolitan. Oh, Ollie. Well, Ollie, if it keeps on crashing, then I've recorded this, so you should be able to watch it, okay? Should be able to watch it at home. You should be able to re-watch it. It was ruled by the Christians. Now, this is really important, right? And we're going to look in more detail at this, obviously at a later date. But Venice was a trading centre. It was busy and cosmopolitan, and it was ruled by the Christians. So the Christians believe in God, Jesus, Christianity, and they ruled Venice. But there was a Jewish community in Venice. Okay. So in your own words, so make sure you people at home, you've got like something that you could be writing on. And Will, it's very nice to see you again. Okay. So just have a piece of paper. So the Jews were forced to live in a ghetto, and they were locked in at night. So we'll be looking in a little bit more detail. So they had to live by restrictive rules, and they weren't allowed to do loads and loads and loads of things. And they had to wear red hats, so if they went out, everyone could tell that they were Jews, and they were hated by the Christians. Oh, do you know what? I'm just looking out the window and it's so grey. Is everyone else looking out the window? Is it really grey for everyone else? Who else is looking out of a grey window? Do let me know. Do type and let me know. Or are you too busy writing? Yeah, May, I'm looking out of a grey window. I think it's even started to drizzle. Yes, it is, Tom. What? It is grey. Look, you said it's not grey, but it is grey.
That's pink.
It's grey. It's grey outside. Not that grey in Beckington. Well, we think it's grey, don't we? You think what? Who said it was pink? It's not pink. I'm in Trowbridge and it's not. Well, good for you, Jasmine, but we're in Freeman. It is grey. Just looking, it's horrible. It's like everything. Your curtains are closed. Let me just show you. That's great, and there's that bird poo on the window. It's grey, I'm telling you. It is great. What's usury? Very good question. Right, and does anyone know what usury is? Anyone know what usury is? All those folk at home, does anyone know what usury is? Usury, very good. But you don't know what it is?
Was it where they make people do stuff?
No. I can give you a little do you know what all know what interest is?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. This is my quick way of typing this. Right, so usury is this. Lending, Will is on fire. Right, so let's say this. Will Swift wants, how much money do you want?
100 million.
Can we make it a bit smaller? Let's just say £100, right? £100, right? So Will Swift wants £100, but he has nothing, right? So you have nothing. And because you have nothing, the bank will not lend you anything, all right? So you don't have anything either. Okay, so the bank's like, no. So what do you do? Who do you go to?
Someone else.
Yeah, you go to a loan shark, or in this case, you would go to a Jew in Venice. And the Jews would say, right, I will lend you £100, but at 25% interest. 25% interest. Right. So how much has that £100 cost you? Nope. What's 25% of 100?
25.
25. Right, so that £100 has cost Will £25. So do you see what I mean? So you've got the £100 and you can spend the £100 on what you want, but you've got to give the £100 back, obviously, and you've also got to give him £25. So how much money has the Jewish moneylender made?
25.
25 pounds. So that's what usury is. It's lending money, but at a very, very, very high interest. Does everyone at home understand that? What usury is? The lending of money at a very, very high interest. Yep. Can you give me a thumbs up? Yep. Does anyone know what Wonga is?
What?
Wonga. Anyone heard what Wonga is? Do you know what Wonga is? What? You never heard of Wonga?
Is it like yoga?
It's not like yoga. Right, let me just... Wonga advert. Right, just chill a minute. Right, so Wonga was... I think it's actually been... I think it was closed down. You might have seen these adverts. Wonga was a TV advert. I'll just turn it down. So I'll try and put the... Yes. Anyone remember that? You never watched it? Anyone at home watched it? Wonga was so Wonga, for those people who don't know, was basically usury. All right, so it was something where that's creepy. I know I can't hear it. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you can't hear them. So when you finish this, go onto YouTube and look up Wonga. So Wonga was very much about giving poor people money, but at a very high rate of interest. So it gives me the shivers. Why is it really important to have money? What happens if you don't have money? You live in poverty, but then if you want to earn money, you can't. But what happens if you want to borrow money? If you're poor and you need to borrow money, what actually happens? Yeah. Okay. Right, so basically, I know this sounds funny, but if you're poor and you borrow money, that money actually costs you a lot. You see what I mean? Because the less money you have, the more risk you are seen to be, and the higher the interest will be. Yeah. So does everyone at home understand that? So, and the problem is that once you start borrowing money, it's like a vicious cycle, because you borrow money and you have to pay it back at a high rate of interest, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So in, let's go back here. So in, at the time, all right, the Venice was a trading centre. And why isn't that doing that well? Because we got it down good, didn't we? So Venice was a trading centre, and can you all see that? We just try and sort this out a minute. There you go. Now, why is it doing that? I don't understand. Me and Will are trying to sort this out. Sorry, we're just having a bit of a problem here. Anyway, we'll just go back to this. So, at home, can you see this, the Merchant of Venice thing? So, the Jews were forced to live in the ghettos, and they had to do usury to make money. So this is actually, we'll start this tomorrow, because otherwise that's going to be a little bit difficult. So tomorrow, what we're going to do, has anyone ever been to Venice? Oh, good question. Have you been to Venice? Has anyone here been to Venice? Will, have you been to Venice? Anyone been to Venice at home? Ella, have you? No. Oh, I've been to Las Vegas. No. Oh, where? Did you like Venice? Did you like Italy? No need to flex on us. He's getting the big guns out. Right. Oh, yeah. So, tomorrow, when do I see you next?
What?
No. No. 8.
Wednesday.
Friday.
What's I mean, we've got to help with Miss Matthews.
So I think Miss Matthews will be doing your other lessons, and I'll see you on Friday. So if you are getting sad that you miss us, then this is recorded, so you can obviously download it, okay? Why are you looking like that? You might want to record, you might watch it when you go home. Show your parents, show people that you're at home, like, this is what we did at school today. Because they'll be like, did you just sit around eating chocolate, doing nothing, doing no schooling? Like, no. Look at this. Tell me something that you learned today that you didn't know already.
Venice is a foot.
I love you, Will Swift. You're amazing. Right, so I just want you to write down something in the text box that you learned today. The thing that Will Swift learned today was that Venice is a foot. You know what cosmopolitan is. Well done. Come on then, let's see you all at home. What about you, Coco? What can you say? Venice is a foot. It is. Well, I don't know. I think the fact that Mr. Full Stop, that was a quote of the year as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What would you say? Oh, go on. Say something else. Say something new. Come on, everyone at home. Write down something that you learned today that you didn't know beforehand. Venice is in Italy. Yeah. What a merchant does. Venice is full of different cultures. Yep. Anything else? What cosmopolitan is? Yep. Venice is in Italy. What did anyone learn about William Shakespeare? Can you remember something about William Shakespeare?
Dead.
He's dead. You should be. He was born in 1564.
I did not know that. What are you? You said a fact right. Yeah.
He has twins. He did have twins. Hamnet and I can't remember what the other, but Hamlet died. Jews in Venice were like Jews in Germany, being very good, Tom, but they were locked up. Judith. Yeah, and there was the other one, wasn't there? There was another one. There was 3 of them. Hamlet, Judith, and Ethel. Or Mildred. Susanna. Just joking. Right. Okay, so those people as well who are at home, you've been joining my Instagram account, haven't you? Okay, so at home, we've got, not me like personally, but
English.
it's an English and media account, right? And do you want to tell us what I do?
Read poems, yeah?
I read poems in Froome, okay? FCC _ what is it? FCC, I don't think I can get on. FCC English _ and _ media, all right? So that's the Instagram account, and it is basically me and Mr. Lavington and people from the college putting things on. Ella follows it, everyone. Yeah, Will follows it. I know, I've seen him on it. So basically, what you need to do is you need to go on it, and it's like this, and it's just me. Well, that's not a very good picture of myself, is it? It's just me reading poems in Froome, and you've got to work out where I'm reading the poems. You haven't actually done anything, Will. So that one was the one I did the other day, and that was in Trinity School. I've just followed it. Thanks, Jasmine. That one was a bit tricky. That was in Hooper's Barton. And I haven't told anyone where that one is because that's the one I've just put on today. So yeah, and then Mr. Lavington does funny things like putting himself into posters. It's good. So that'll be a poem that I put on every day. Yeah, Coco, gonna follow it? Definitely. Okay, everyone. I can't follow yours back, Ella. So. Right, because I'm a teacher.
So
I can't follow students.
don't matter.
It does.
How does that matter?
So I can only do profesh. I can only do things profesh. So anyway,
You can't follow you in child if they are there.
it's illegal. Yeah, it's so. I followed you, Ella. Right. Okay. So I'm going to move on because this is getting into like student talk now. Okay. So follow that and write down, because you might find that I do something in front of your house. Just exciting every day. Where is it? Where do I read these poems? So my lovelies, I will see you all on Friday. But if you miss me, I'll post those things on my Instagram. Or sorry, the school's Instagram every day. Okay, you have to write down where it is. Okay. All right. So ciao. It's nice to see you all. Hopefully, we'll be back next week or the week after. Bye. I'm going to leave now, so goodbye.